the anthem. If you rockin' with it, put your hands up. Yeah, this the anthem. If you get up and get it, put your hands up. Yeah, this one for the winners if you with me. Yeah. Hands up in the sky if you feel me. Yeah, this one for the winners if you with me. Yeah, hands up in the sky if you feel me. Yeah, it's the anthem. If I give you my word, that's what I stand on. Loyalty and trust is what I stand on. Family and love is what I stand on. Talking big, big. I knew that one day that I could make it big, big. I'm talking how to stay smoking without a sensei. Now we get up and do it like we got a big rig. It's getting serious. I know you're curious. Took some losses through the process, had me furious. But I got eyes on the vision.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Grind Hard, Hustle Smart with me, Charles Johnson. So today is going to be a little unscripted, or it is going to be unscripted because I'm just going off the heart, going from what I feel like needs to be spoken about today. And so essentially is this. Today I want to talk to anyone out there and everyone, because we all experience these things, whether it be controversy, chaos, criticism, or crisis in our lives. The 4 C's of life is what I call it. And in these times, we feel like we have no more purpose, we have no more value, that our life is meaningless. And I want to speak life into that today. I want to speak positivity where there is negativity. I want to speak life where there is death. I want to speak success where there has been failure. I want to speak gains when there have been setbacks. I want to speak overcoming when there has been obstacles. I want to speak victory into what seems like defeat. See, we all go through times in our lives when things seem out of reach and things seem in doubt and the weight of the world is on our shoulders and we're experiencing heartache and when we're experiencing pain and we've been hit with some major obstacle and we're walking through these storms in our life and it seems like this black cloud is hanging over us. Let me speak directly against that today. Don't shy away from those moments. Lean into these moments with everything you got. Not because of some superficial motivational tactic. No. Because it is in these moments where you understand and you realize, if you know, that the world is taking notice of the strides that you are making, the progress that you have made, the importance of your life. And it is doing everything in its power. The enemy is doing everything in his power to bring you to your knees, to make you announce forfeit, retreat, surrender. You're better than that. Because the world and the enemy don't know you like I know you. See, I know that you're a fighter. I know that you'll never surrender, that you'll never admit defeat, that you'll never bow down to those who do not deserve it. So keep going. Lean into these moments. See, that pain that you feel, that heartache that you feel, those tears that you didn't shed, that blood that you didn't shed, that's your secret sauce. You take that and you pour it on your purpose. You take that and you pour it on your meaning. You take that and you pour it on your life's work. You take that and you pour it on your life's ambitions. You take that and you pour it on your life's goals. You take that and you pour it on the things that you're trying to accomplish. It gives you that secret sauce, that ump. See, when people thought that they had dug you a ditch, they had dug you a grave, when in actuality, that pain, that heartache, that setback, that obstacle, that defeat, that moment in time where it feels like there's no positivity, there's no life to be had. It really was just a trampoline being built, a ramp being built so that you can go over, so that you can jump over, and so that you can overcome the things that have been placed in front of you at this point in time. Your life's work, your success, your life's meaning, your purpose, your value does not end at obstacles. It does not end at defeat. It does not end at pain. It does not end at the shedding of tears. It does not end. It still exists. It still goes on. It still continues. It still progresses with you each and every single day. It walks alongside you, tapping you on the shoulder, reminding you that it's still there. Sometimes you just got to look to your left and look to your right and just acknowledge it. Take note of it and say, you know what? I got this. Sure, today may not seem that positive. It might not seem like everything that is waiting for you good in your life is on the horizon. But just because you don't see it doesn't mean it does not exist. See, faith is the belief in things unseen. Have faith in your goals. Have faith in you. Have faith in your meaning. Have faith in your purpose. Have faith in your value. Have faith in that intuition that tells you deep down inside to keep going when you feel like giving up. Have faith in that idea that you have in your mind that you have been struggling this entire time, your entire life, to bring to fruition and manifest into this world, into something tangible. Have faith in that. Hold on to it. Don't let it go. You got this. I promise you, you do. Is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. And it's not supposed to be. See, people go through this life, and it's the biggest lie I think people have been told in our lives is that if something is meant for you, it will happen. And that's not the truth. This life does not give us things that easily. We have to go out there and we have to pound the pavement for them. We got to put in some study time for them. We got to shed a few tears for them, jump over a few obstacles and hurdles for them, break through walls and bust through glass ceilings for them. We got to put in some work. We got to put in some energy. See, if you know biology, then you know that in order to live, energy must be expended. Nothing in this human life happens in homeostasis. Everything requires energy to live, including your dreams, including your goals, including your objectives, including those daily milestones, including those ideas that you're trying to manifest into this world. It requires energy. You have to sacrifice energy to get these things. Sometimes you got to sacrifice sleep to get these things. Sacrifice party time to get these things. Sacrifice leisure time to get these things. Sacrifice times with friends and family to get these things. Sacrifice comfortability to get these things. It requires a sacrifice. The question I would like to ask you today is your dream important enough to sacrifice comfortability over just staying where you are? You know, Les Brown tells this great story. It's a funny story. Les Brown, you know, the motivational speaker, he says that there was this young man that walked past this old man's house. And the old man was sitting on the porch, and then beside him he had a dog sitting alongside him. And what Les Brown noticed was that the dog was just moaning like it was in pain. And so he asked the old man, he said, "Why is that dog moaning like that?" The old man said, "He's sitting on a nail." The young man says, "Well, why don't he get up?" Old man responds, he says, "Because it doesn't hurt bad enough yet." Does that pain in your life hurt bad enough for you to sacrifice some sleep to get what you are working towards? Does that struggle in your life hurt bad enough for you to decide, you know what, tonight I'm going to burn some midnight oil in order to study so I can pass that exam? Does that failure hurt bad enough for you to say, yes, I failed at that, but let me try again, because staying where I am is too painful. Let me try to elevate myself beyond that, progress myself past it. Just think about these things, man. Just think about it. I want you to really start giving these things some deliberate thought. Deliberate thought. And stop just casually floating through life as if things are just going to find its way to you. No, you got to go seek them out. Nothing in this life is given to us easily. It's all worked for. It's all meant for us to put in a little bit of time and effort, elbow grease, sacrifice, blood, sweat, and tears to go out there and get. I know it's painful right now. I know things may seem out of reach. It may seem far, but let me speak life into that void that you feel at this point in time. There's comfort. There's comfort on the other side of that struggle. There's comfort on the other side of that sacrifice. There's comfort on the other side of the obstacle. There's comfort on the other side of that pain. There's comfort on the other side of that defeat, on the other side of that failure. There's comfort. The sun will rise again. Light will come in the morning. Have faith in your goals. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in yourself. You got this. You done made it this far. You done made it this far. I was sitting here today and I just said, you know what? I can't talk about what I had planned. I can't do it. I got to talk about something else because I'm not really feeling that. So I changed it up. I said, you know what? Let me go from the heart. Let me talk about what I have experienced. Let me give some authenticity. Let me get some genuine feelings from me right now at this particular point in time in my life. Sure, could I come out here and script out something that sounds good and amazing? Absolutely. But sometimes you just got to go off the cuff, shoot from the hip. And I just want you all to know that you are invaluable. You are worth the price of admission. And things seem tough right now. I know. Things seem painful right now. Yes. You want to cry. You want to cry out to that higher power, to your God, to pluck you out of your situation at this particular point in time in your life. The two worst things that we can do in life when we experience pain, setback, heartache, failure, defeat, the two worst things that we can do is have somebody handicap us by pulling us out the situation, saving us, not allowing us to learn the lessons that need to be learned, or allowing ourselves to just wallow there, to just sit in that moment, just sit in that death, sit in that failure, sit in that setback, sit in that obstacle. Is it okay to experience these things? Absolutely. This is a human life. We experience things on a human level. This is a human experience that we go through each and every single moment of the day. But where you are now is not the summary of your life. Where you are now is not the synopsis of everything that you have gone through and experienced. We need to begin to use these things that we experience in our lives, both good and bad, as that secret sauce to pour on that meaning, to pour on that goal, to pour on that idea that we have in our mind that we want to bring into the world and manifest so that it can help others, so that it can benefit others, so that we can take ourselves from where we are now to where we want to be. That is our secret sauce. That pain, use it. That struggle, use it. That obstacle, use it. That glass ceiling, use it. That's that motivation. That's that willpower. That's that intestinal fortitude. That's that courage. That's that secret sauce that you have been looking for this whole time. If you was writing that book yesterday, today is the day you get on there. If you only wrote 5 pages yesterday, get in that moment and write 10 today. If you was only on the basketball court for 30 minutes yesterday and your goal is to go to the NBA, use that pain you have right now to dominate that court. Use that pain you have right now to dominate that field. Use that pain right now you have to dominate that school. Use that pain right now you have to dominate that conference. Use that pain that you're experiencing right now to dominate the day, dominate the month, dominate the year, dominate the decade. Use that pain right now. Don't let it go to waste. Every experience that we have in this life we can use to our advantage. I 100% believe that, including pain, including setback, especially failure. So don't give up. Don't give in. Don't accept defeat. Don't announce that you're surrendering. You don't ever retreat. If you feel like you need to give up in a moment, reach out to me. Let me give you that pep talk. Email me. Reach out to me. Let me tell you the opposite of that negativity that you're feeling right now. Let me counteract that thought that you have in your mind right now to give up. Let me speak life into those voids. Let me get motivated. Reach out to anybody, somebody who can speak some life into that emptiness that you are experiencing, that pain that you are experiencing, that struggle, that obstacle, that glass ceiling, that wall, that barrier that you are experiencing right now. Allow somebody to coach you through it, mentor you through it, push you through it. The objective, the goal, though, however, is to not stop. Don't use it as a crutch, as a handicap to say, I didn't make it because of this, or I didn't make it because of that. That is an excuse. That is not a viable option for you right now in this life. It's never a viable option. All the pain, all the heartache, all the setbacks, all the experiences that I've had, negative and positive, have constructed the man that you see sitting before you today. That's why I can speak passionately like I do right now, because I know pain. I know struggle. I know heartache. I know bleeding and crying and shedding tears for a certain thing, and then it doesn't go your way. I know that feeling. I know what death feels like. I know what failure feels like. I know what defeat feels like. I know what surrender feels like. I know what setbacks feels like, but I use that as my secret sauce to give you this word. That's why I can talk like I do, walk like I do, act like I do, behave like I do, think like I do, because I got that fire built down inside me because I done came from something. Begin to use these moments to your advantage. Stop letting them go by the wayside. Yes, that negative experience hurts right now in the moment, but you can use it to your advantage because it was put in your life for a reason. It may not feel like it at this point in time. It may feel all bad right now at this point in time. But when you look back on this moment and you think about what you're going through right now at this particular point in time, there will come a time, if you use this time appropriately and learn the lessons appropriately and think back on the memories appropriately, you will begin to understand that who you are in that moment when you become enlightened, that you have grown 100-fold from the person who you were when you went through that situation. You get that aha moment, that light bulb lights in your mind to say, you know what? I needed to go through that because the person who I am required to be now was not back then. Maybe I wasn't mature enough back then. Maybe I was handicapped back then. I was chained down back then. My mind was clouded back then. I didn't experience enough back then. I couldn't speak from a place of expertise back then. I didn't have enough tools in my toolbox back then. But now, because I learned the lessons and I've gone through something, the person who I am today, what composes my composition I am today, is the reason why I have accumulated the knowledge that I have, why I have gained the things in life that I have gained, because I can only learn that through what I went through. This is the way you need to start looking at things. This is how, when you turn that death into life, when you turn that failure into success, when you turn that defeat into into victory, when you turn that retreating into the enemy's surrender. You think back on these moments and you say, you know what? The enemy thought it had dug me a grave. But in actuality, it built me a ramp. It built me a trampoline to put me on another trajectory. Use this as fuel. Use this as your secret sauce. You got this. You got this. Ladies and gentlemen, you all are awesome, amazing, wonderful human beings. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. You got this. And as I always say, use this right now as fuel, this moment, this pain, this struggle, this heartache, to propel you so that you can be everywhere in every way one day. Ladies and gentlemen, you can find this podcast on all major podcasting platforms: Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Stitcher, and many other platforms. You can also clearly tune in to the YouTube channel. Keep supporting the channel. It really does mean a lot. I personally am grateful and thankful to each and every one of you. You all are awesome, man. It's just been amazing to see this channel grow, to see it go across the world. So it's been this podcast. It has been on every continent, on every continent on this planet, with the exception of Antarctica. And that's just amazing to see, because this, if a lot of people don't know, it's just a one-man show. It's just me. I'm the videographer. I'm the editor. I'm the lighting technician. I'm everything. The host, originator, script writer, everything. Me. Ladies and gentlemen, when you want something bad enough, you will do anything to get it. I want this bad. I may not be the best in the world right now, but I will be someday, should I keep my foot on the pedal. And I guarantee you I'm not stopping anytime soon. So thank you for keeping me lit. Keep pouring fuel on my fire. Whew. Feels good. I feel excited right now. Let's go. Let's do another episode right now. But this one has to end first. Ladies and gentlemen, keep going. It hurts right now, but keep going. The struggle's real right now, but keep going. The pain is real right now, but keep going. You're crying tears right now, but keep going. I'm going to speak life into you into the day I die, and I can no longer do so physically, but I promise you I'm going to live the rest of my life and leave such a legacy that even my legacy speaks life into places you never thought it could or I could. With that, remember, each and every single day, grind hard, hustle smart. Have a good one.
I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. Running through it with the young influence, adolescent presence, I'm succumbing to it. I've been giving yeses when I shouldn't do it. I complete ejected, but the moves elusive, and I'm barely moving, but I'm still gon' boost them. I can't work on winners when I know you're losing, so I work the winners and they throw the deuces. Guess I had to pivot, shooting no bazookas for the facts. I need racks, paper cash, fuck a tax, that's a joke. Tell them laugh, Uncle Sam, fuck out the bag. Brody plot, but get a whack. Contract, give me the max. I got lab on my back. You ain't that, then it's raps. Whoa, whoa, whoa. For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't tryna grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't tryna link, no time to waste. Facts, I need racks, paper cash, fuck a tax, that's a joke. Tell them laugh, Uncle Sam, fuck out the bag. Brody plot, but get a whack. Contract, give me the max. I got lab on my back. You ain't that, then it's raps. Whoa, whoa, whoa. For the record, I'm done tryna make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't tryna grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't tryna link, no time to waste.